DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the...
Oh, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you get a look inside Rocket Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Buffalo Bills. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. First carry for the rookie from Georgia, it's James Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Our game here, really a dream matchup for folks who like good quarterback play, and really who doesn't like good quarterback play. I mean, you got the two-time reigning MVP against a guy who many think could be holding that trophy in the very near future. Rodgers and Allen have faced off one time before, and it was the Packers who shut out the Bills that day 22-0. That was just Allen's third NFL start. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On first down, Allen. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively at second down. And the Bills at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. That good for 19 and a first down. Josh Allen, he says that he wants to continue to perfect executing the run-pass option. Looked pretty good there.
And he's put in the minds of all people trying to defend him that his legs create big plays. So guess who benefits?
His running back.
You no doubt about it, and we just saw it there.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are...
Touchdown, Bills! Dawson Knox, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
Well, so much for being backed up against their goal line to start the drive. He gave some breathing room and then some. I think the defense really got caught thinking safety, trying to stack the line of scrimmage. And oftentimes, if you can get past the initial grouping, there's a lot of room to run. The defense actually fortunate that didn't go farther.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, that's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, forced the incompletion.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle, and they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That was earning a first down the hard way. You want your quarterback to be a scrapper, but you also want to keep him upright. He paid for that first down by taking a big-time hit.
Allen now on first down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, 32 yards. And the Bills lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bills shaking up on the play. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Again, it's Jones. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. They really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bills are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, the running crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. On 1st down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. On play action, Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. An inside give to Jones. And he's got room. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 67 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Jones is in. Touchdown, Packers. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, it's still in the first half here. A long way to go. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So now on 4th down, Sam Martin on to punt for Buffalo. Back deep is Phillip Dorsett. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes a field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next. That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Open man, this is Lewis. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. 1st down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Jones running left. And some space here. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. After the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Here's Allen to throw it. Completes it to Davis. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and 3rd and 8 now.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
They'll run for it. Cook. And some room to roam now. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll run with Cook. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd down and goal. Allen. This will be caught at about the 5. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bills will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. On play action, Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On play action, now Rodgers. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. And he's got Dorsett complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 35. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's fourth down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Forced out to his left. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. On play action, Allen. But I think the ball's out. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it. And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little...
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And take it right at the 35. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
And the Packers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers, he's going to launch this deep for Watson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Rodgers going to throw.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, standing just outside his own goal line.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards.
And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Room here to run. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
James Cook
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Bills get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Cook will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. A familiar refrain. A turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got a man complete. The 30. 10. And it's a Packers touchdown. Allen Lazard, 84 yards.
And the Packers are able to at least get one score back.
And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is. They had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Allen. And it's intercepted in the end zone.
Well, partner, this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Again, it's Cook. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
To throw, it's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
Rolling to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Up the middle, it's Cook. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Running for it, here's Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. James Cook taking it in from a yard out. And the Bills look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Here's Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Rodgers again now. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tartt. And the Bills are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McKenzie. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. Play action. Now it's Allen. He's going to go up top for the end zone.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Allen going to throw. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A very solid gain of 27. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And that might just submit it. A return for a late touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he returns this to the 22.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And this game just illustrates how important home field really is. On paper, didn't look like much of a matchup, but now it's looking like it'll become one of the big surprises of the weekend.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So Allen's going to look to throw.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Finding Knox there, complete. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen steps away to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. But that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. But that is showing an awful...
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and he's going to fall on this one himself. So a bit of a weird ending for sure, but they will indeed come up short as this game is over.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Buffalo, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets.
Meanwhile, for Green Bay, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year.